It's August 1999, and Steve Redgrave's coxless 4 is about to race in the World Championships final, held in Canada. It will be the last World Championships before the Olympics in a year's time. But the 4 is missing one of its original crew members, Tim Foster. After a serious back operation, he's fighting fit, but today he's rowing in another boat.
Tim Foster, he's the star man in this 8. He's the man who would have been in the coxless 4, and just look at his face, just impassive.
Today's race will be a big test for Ed Code. He's replaced Tim Foster for the whole season and has won in every race. He wants to stay in the top Olympic boat, but Tim wants his place back.
And that is an incredible performance. Tim Foster came into the 8 at Lucerne, and who says he's not going to be in the coxless 4 for the Olympics?
The guy's absolutely amazing.
If I'm not put back in the 4 and it's not proved to me why, or it's not proved to me that I'm not as good an athlete as Ed, which if it is proved to me, then I'll find it a lot easier to accept than if I'm not shown that and I'm in an 8, sort of leading an 8 as it were. And if I don't get an Olympic gold medal, I'll feel robbed.
Do you think we've put 3 years of work in to be world champions twice? Whoever's world champions today are going to be world champions for 2 years. There's no way they can beat us.
Lose some control.
Steve Redgrave, cool as you like, look across, now he's calling it, now let's go.
Great run, and the hand goes up from Matthew Pinson as they cross the line, and another gold medal for this absolutely awesome and inspiring coxless 4.
We basically have 5 people for 4 places, and one of us isn't going to go to Olympic Games in the coxless 4.
We've got no idea of when decisions are going to be made, or how it's going to be made, or in what format. So we'll just keep plodding along and waiting to see what happens.
I like to watch. I have to reclaim my seat, having won the World Championships again. But you know, not everybody thinks like that. It'd be nice when it's sorted out between Tim and Ed.
Yeah, it's like that's sort of an aim, so that whatever the top boat is, I'm in it. Yeah, I mean,
the chief coach for the British rowing squad is Jürgen Grobler. It will be up to him to decide who rows in the top boat for the Olympics. But selecting the 4 won't be easy.
So, no, it's not, I'm not aiming.
No, okay, I'm just...
I mean, that's not my aim.
No, it's okay, I mean... Well, I think, yeah... okay, you must not talk too much. Okay, your position is get back in the 4. Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I mean the 4. Yeah. I mean the 4.
Make it quite simple.
Yeah. The 4 is what I want to be in.
I consider myself, you know, I have to kick myself and remind myself that hang on, you're in there with them in all rights. You know, I did my job last year and have a perfect right to say I'm part of the British coxless 4, or coxless 5 as it is now.
You know, the other thing is that they're rowing on the same side as Steve. And so Steve is going to have to fight to keep his head above water and keep himself out of the selection procedure, because if Steve is the weakest out of those 3, then he won't go. And that would make some headlines.
Steve has been suffering from diabetes and bouts of colitis. He knows the year ahead will be tough, but for now he makes the most of a holiday in Canada with his wife and children.
Right, our big girl's blouse. Quite a nice place to chill out, really. Let the kids unwind and Anne unwind from the championships. All right, girls, what's happening up there?
I'm sitting on the bar and Toby's trying to walk along the line that I'm sitting on purpose.
All right, well, I've got the video running. I've got all your arguments on tape. How are you, Ines?
Fine.
Did you enjoy the World Championships?
Yes.
What was the best bit?
having lots of sweets.
Oh. What was your best bit, Soph?
When we saw a Canadian man and he gave us a lolly.
Oh. So not too worried about Dad winning his race, just about who gave you a lolly.
I am pleased that you win your race.
Uh-huh. Good.
The year is drawing to a close, and Jürgen is no closer to making his choice. It looks like they'll have to wait until the new millennium.
Here we are,
On the way to Waterloo.
Waterloo. Let's bring the new year in. Bring in.
Oh, slow down a bit.
This is
I can't go.
this is Mrs. Grumpbutter.
I'm not.
Here.
Tim's been in
She's
such
really
a bad mood all evening. You can tell. Look at him.
Yes, I'm in a really bad mood. This one here, I think it must be. It's not only the change of the millennium. It must be that time of the month.
Is that hurting?
Is it really?
No.
Don't worry. I understand. I'm a man of the 90s. In fact, I'll soon be a man of the noughties.
Happy New Year.
Hello. And
Biggles!
Bloody hell!
Biggles has arrived.
Biggles, say hello to the camera.
Where's the camera?
We're on camera here. We're on camera here. We're going to play champagne.
There we go.
There's Biggles.
Managed to get some Jerry on the way, I'll be pleased to know.
Oh, I'm very proud!
I hope it's going to be a successful year, and I hope it's going to bring good tidings, especially in February. And
What's going on in February?
Selection.
Selection.
He means Valentine's Day, I think.
Best of luck in the Olympics. Good luck. I might get to Sydney, but good luck. We're coming to Sydney to watch you to win in the 4.
But lean forward and pull back. That's how you do it.
It's time for me to go to bed. As I'm quite drunk now and I have a feeling I should be very hungover when I wake up. It's now 11:15 on New Year's Day, and I'm very hungover indeed.
The coxless 4 is the #1 boat. I think the coxless 4 as a whole, how I see things at the moment, it's not for discussion, and I have confidence in everybody. What I like to do, to make the decision as early as possible. For the 4, I really like to have it done latest before we go to civil.
So what is there in between sort of now and then that is going to affect the decision? It's sort of a bit the obvious question.
What are you going to know then that you don't know now?
Okay, I mean, we're just starting to make progress and do some testing as well.
It's going to come down to your instinct. It's not going to be Ed's beaten Tim at the sculling trials, therefore, or Tim's beaten, Ed on the ergo. It's not. There isn't going to be one thing, is there?
You can trust me.
So what? A meeting like that really doesn't change my strategy towards rowing. Okay, perhaps if Jürgen had said, yes, definitely, it'll be this ergo test that counts, I would aim to peak very highly for that, and it would affect my training on other days around it. But Jürgen hasn't said that, and Jürgen was never going to say that. And the only strategy you can really have in rowing, or for a selection like this, is to, concentrate on the here and now and the job at hand, all the cliches, and do the best you can on for each particular day.
It's January, and Jürgen has put the crew into pairs for training. Steve and Matthew are one pair, James and Tim another.
I can't see why he would why he put me in a pair with James if he didn't sort of think that was relevant for the 4.
Ed hasn't been left on the shelf. He's been paired with one of the Searle brothers, Greg, who won an Olympic gold medal in 1992. For Jürgen, this could be the chance to develop a new pair for the Olympics. Steve is throwing a 40th birthday party for his wife, and the theme is 70s.
Wow.
Some girls will, some girls won't. Some girls need a lot of loving in her, some girls don't. Well, I know I've got the fever, but I don't know why. Some say they will and some girls lie. So here I am in front of you, not really knowing what to do. My heart is feeling something new.
The only medallion I could find is my nephew's swimming award from last week. He's lent it to me for the evening, but I'm sure I can pull in this outfit.
Oh, you're looking stunning,
Oh, Mark, decidedly conservative.
running to me and running away with them.
Oh, really? Yeah. So, do you get any ideas?
Do you get a headache?
Salt first, then that, then this.
I don't want the glass.
Oh! Got caught.
I reckon we have to get the Olympics. How many have we got of you? 4? 5?
5.
On the stage for a picture, please. Are there any pictures left? Come on.
Are you going to give a date, a rough date of where you hope the decision will be made? Like you have done before. Before you said you'd hope to do it by Christmas, and then you said you'd hope to do it by Seville. Is it now after, by the end of Seville, or is it going to be April trials? Or
Steve, you can already see how difficult it is.
Oh no, but
you know, and so far, of course, and you just put out those dates. You can see how complicated sometimes it is if we nail ourselves on absolutely dates.
well, no, before you said you'd like to make a decision.
I like to, and so far
we always knew that you'd like to make a decision by Seville, and it's been obvious to us that it wasn't going to be before Seville. So you've got to have it in your mind of when you would like.
Of course, because it affects everybody, we would like to do it as early as possible, no question. But at the same time, if we're working one for all or all for one, we will develop. Even the person is not in the boat, and give them really good support for the next step. More question, Matthew?
Plenty, Jürgen, but I don't think any more answers.
Should be any more answers?
Okay then.
It has disappointed us a bit in that we thought the decision would be made before Seville. I mean, that's what he said when we had the meeting in Sierra Nevada before Christmas. He's now sort of reneged on that and is saying the decision will be made later. I mean, it's quite worrying because, well, I think I'll get in, or I thought I'd get in.
I know for a fact that Tim thinks he's hiding, or that he's shying away from the selection issues, and I can see why he would. It's very difficult for him to say categorically when the crew will be decided. You know, what is the deciding matter that's going to make the difference between Tim and Ed, or even Steve, Tim and Ed. I mean, that's another can of worms that we may have to negotiate.
Disappointed in that it's just gone on another few weeks that we thought maybe it doesn't need to. But if he knows now, he should tell us, and then we can sort it out. But you know, just have to keep plugging away. We've got our own targets that we've got to achieve, so.
What are the strengths in my performance or James's performance that are going to mean that we maintain our position in the crew? And as crew coach, I think it's very important that Jürgen at least answers those questions honestly, even if it's to say, I don't know.
You're on film.
What? The crew is off to Seville for training and racing. It's one of the many trips abroad which can create problems at home.
What? Where would you like those? Me and Emma are having a lot of arguments at the moment. Over nothing, really. Probably because we're both a bit tense. She's still a lot of college work. She's obviously doing it in a second language isn't easy, and I'm probably pretty crap at understanding and stuff like that. Impatient, I guess. Always thinking about myself. So, yeah, but it seems to be it's okay at the moment, but you know, the last few days, but a few days we don't talk to each other much, and it's just a bit, you know. So added stress neither of us needs, so hopefully we can sort of work it out between us.
How can you see the difference on them?
Because some of them are, because I know them, I spend my life in them, I can tell the difference, and some trap my bollocks in an uncomfortable way.
In Seville, Jürgen has planned a series of races among the crew. They are to take turns in the four to see which combination is fastest.
We had a meeting last night about these races, and Jürgen was very keen to point out that it wasn't selection, and no one should lose any sleep over it, but try as he might, I think there are obviously, you know, people who are worried about this. I think Steve and I are in a different situation in that during these races we don't move out of the four, and so it's obviously not us that's being tested directly against other people. It's much more James versus Greg, but primarily I think it's Tim versus Ed as well. Just done the first piece. Can't quite see at the moment how I'm going to be able to do 4 of those, but I thought it was a good start. This is now halfway between the pieces, and we lose Tim and James.
No, you gain.
And we gain Eddie Boy and Greg, who's just this moment finished performing a bodily function.
He's crackling over the side.
It's only because I was nervous.
Just done 3rd piece out of 4, and I'm now sitting down. Not looking forward to this last one, and then that'll be it. Then we'll have done almost every combination of the 4 that we can do, and the pair will have seen every combination of the pair.
No, Asia! Respondele!
If I was chief coach now, I'd sit down with Ed and say, you know, you did everything right as far as the trials goes, but essentially, you know, I think the 4 goes quicker with Tim than it does with you. Can't believe that Ed's going to be happy, totally happy about it, but
there's always going to be whoever wasn't in the 4 was not going to be happy.
I just had a chat with Jürgen, and yeah, he was kind of keen to point out that I was still the strongest and still the world champion, and mustn't worry about the selection he's made for this weekend and things like that. But in a way, that's a bad thing. In a way, I can't concentrate solely on getting the pair right, because I still have that idea of being in the 4 in the back of my mind.
An international regatta gives Jürgen the chance to check out Tim in the 4.
They did it again. They made it. They are first.
After the race, spirits are high. There's mischief in the air, and it involves a statue from the hotel lobby and one of our video diary cameras.
Friday night. And we found a visitor in our toilet, and now we want to find out how he got there.
And the evidence is on this camera. They're all nervous.
They are.
They're nervous.
Peter Pan. It's this.
They didn't leave us any kind of sarky message.
Don't even bother to move him.
That's terrific.
Oh. Night, night, boys. See you tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, good boy.
And the present for Mommy.
Well, that's from all of us.
Steve is 38 today, but it's a special day for all the crew. They're about to take an ergonomic test to measure individual speed and stamina. With selection still in doubt, the pressure is on to get a good result.
We've got to give Daddy's breakfast, haven't we?
I don't think there's much point getting too nervous for these. You kind of get what you get, really. You've got to be brave and be brave. When you've got to, I think it pays to be brave and attack them.
James is just about to do his ergo test, and I have given him no sleep as he picked me up very, very late last night.
Am I looking forward to it? Not at all.
So if he doesn't do a good ergo test, it's my fault.
Yeah, I'll blame it all on you.
Okay, good luck.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Sometime.
I really want to do well today. But I also know that doing well is going to hurt a lot.
I'm not looking forward to the pain aspect of it. It'll hurt. It'll be pretty uncomfortable. Yeah, that's quite scary.
The whole situation, it's important that I just do a good test and make sure that I'm ahead of the others.
During the ergo test, each rower will push himself to the absolute limit. The race is on to produce their fastest time over 2,000 metres on rowing machines. Competition is keen among the crew, and for Jürgen, the tests are critical.
Come on, Timbo! Oh, there you go, mate. Good! Good! He's the right thing!
can relax. His performance has satisfied Jürgen. Now the spotlight is on Ed. Ed had started too fast and now can't keep up the pace. He fails to complete the test. But the competition for places in the 4 is still on.
Go.
Matthew is about to break the British record and James achieve his personal best, but Steve is struggling to keep up. Having set out to beat the others, Steve's test goes badly wrong. It's clear to everyone that his performance might be affected, not only by his diabetes, but also by his age.
Oh, pretty shit birthday. Ergo test didn't go very well at all. Pretty pissed off about it. Not just getting the power transferred from my legs feeling very tired. I've been feeling pretty tired all week really. I came very close to passing out completely, which normally in an ergo test you're under a lot of stress and pain, and you go through the pain barrier, and that can be pretty painful afterwards. But to be in the situation of nearly passing out shows me that there's something not quite right.
Steve and Ed were able to redo their ergo tests, and both results were up to Jürgen's standards. Time is running out for Jürgen. He has to announce his decision in 2 days' time, after the national pairs trial in Nottingham. The whole squad will be taking part, racing against pairs from all over Britain.
We're all in opposition against each other. You know, I want to beat Steve and Matthew tomorrow, just as much as I wanted to beat the Norwegians or the Australians last summer.
I've been waiting for tomorrow for a while. It's a chance to prove ourselves. It's the chance to get things sorted out.
Steve and Matthew were in our semi-final and were shocking. Okay, final's still to come. You can't write them off, but they were a long way down, long way down, which is worrying.
Basically, we need to pull the rabbit out of the hat. If we're going to win, we need to pull
a very sizable rabbit out of a very small hat. I think the odds of doing that are pretty slim, actually, I have to say now. Not a position that we're used to being in.
I think we just need to dig deep in our big hat.
Well,
see if we can find the rabbit.
Row for one thing, not fucking scramble up and down like two muppets.
Jürgen will be watching the pair's race from his car. His top rowers must prove their ability ahead of the pack.
Good Brad. Go on the start, please. Closing up a bit.
Good race. Good race. I'd like to see close and fight. That's the people we need. Good, good racing.
I've got stay! Yes! Bring it on!
Tim and James take first place, Ed and Greg second, and Steve and Matthew third.
Whole group, first, second, third? Good.
Would have been nicer to have been up near the front of the race, but...
Of course, if this was America, somebody's pointed out, you'd be out the team, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I think, you know, everyone looks at the American system and thinks that's ridiculous.
Feel a bit for Steve and Matt in one way that, you know, they've won pairs trials so many times, but the day there were loads of press here, they lost. On the other hand, I don't feel that sorry for them because, you know, me and Tim, you know, you could have said that they rushed their training for a bit, didn't maybe put the same amount of attention on it, which I guess there wasn't the same amount of pressure on them as there was on, definitely on Tim, I guess, to win his battle with Ed. So it's understandable in a way, but you know, they can't expect to win if they don't put absolutely everything in.
We're reigning Olympic champions. That's not a good performance at all. And we can kill ourselves about it if we want to, but it's not. It's not good enough. For whatever reason, for us not going well as a unit, I don't know.
It's the big day. With a press conference later in the morning, Jürgen has called the boys in early to announce his selection. At last.
Morning. But yeah, basically been called in. I know James has. I know Steve has been called in at 7:30 to come in at 7:30 this morning for a meeting with Jürgen. So I think today is the decision day.
I expect we'll find out this morning for our first training session before the press conference, and is at 10 o'clock this morning.
Well, I assume. It was announced before the press conference, and we've been called down early to training. Very stressed out geezer over there. Oh.
You see that?
7:30 in the morning. And Jürgen on his mobile phone.
First, I would say I don't like to make a drama or whatever, and you know me. I'm not the guy making a lot of words or big words. Well, I'd like to say first, well done for your performance, all of you so far, and especially I think the pairs trials. So I'm very pleased. I must say as well, of course, it was a strong test for all of you through the autumn and through the winter. And I must say a really big respect how you handled that big pressure. So for the coxless 4, I think on stroke side, with all the testing we have done, I think Matthew really moved on to a big performance. So I think there's no question mark to me to carry on. See the same position to James. On bow side, first, Steve, I think he has demonstrated to me his performance. He's been, in the last 3 years, a key player in that coxless 4. And of course, sometimes you're getting older as well. You have to pace yourself well, and I think that's what we try to do. And I think, from my point of view, I see no problem there not to have him in the boat. Of course, we know what we have with Tim when he came in and his improvement. I think my position is to have Tim back in his seat, and that's from my point of view as a 4. I must say, in front of everybody, and maybe then somebody would like to say something, that you should go not from here and feel as a loser. And I'm sure all those guys sitting here will back you. It's a big, big respect to you.
You know, I haven't got any great, believe me, I haven't got any great problem with that, any great bitterness against it or too upset about it. I'm quite looking forward to doing the pair now. And yeah, I just also like to say I'm kind of fully supportive behind the 4 there. Yeah.
You feel
if anything happens on our side.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
We have the GB coxless 4 for the first prize Cup Regatta.
Well, yeah, there is. Ain't gonna fire, shoot me right. I'm gonna like the way you fight. I love the way you fight. Now you found the secret code I use to wash.
From now until the Olympics, the 4 are under increasing pressure from the press. Even fitting the official Olympic suits becomes a photo opportunity.
You know what you are? You are sex bomb, sex bomb. Yeah. You're a sex bomb. You can give it to me when I need to come along. Give me sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb, and baby you can turn me on. Oh baby, sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb, and you can give it to me when I need to be turned on. No. Sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb, and baby you can turn me on. Turn me on, and baby you can turn me on. Turn me on, baby you can turn me on.
I'm not going to say that the past 8 months training has been a complete waste because I haven't got into a 4. I'm going to go to the Olympics in a pair, and that's, you know, exciting for me. That's very exciting for me. Certainly hope the other 3 people in the 4, or the other, including Tim actually, all 4 of them, Steve and Matthew and James and Tim, aren't sitting at home talking to their cameras going, oh God, poor Ed, you know, he's in a disastrous position now. I don't think they are.
Tim and Beth have come round, and Luca and Em are here, and we're having sort of, you know, post-trial separation, post-trial celebration.
Now they know who's in the boat, the 4 are preparing for the forthcoming World Cup races. But concern is growing for James. He's rapidly losing the weight he's gained over the last 4 years. His relationship with Emily has taken a turn for the worse.
At the moment, Em's moved out, so to the kitchen. Yeah, so actually I'm on my own, which is pretty hard to take, I have to say. I don't know how much of it is me missing Em, or how much is me being sad at being alone. I just did a lot of thinking. It's the first time really that in 4 years the Olympics hasn't been a priority. I'm still losing weight. In a way it's bad, but I blame Ryan for what's happened, because how the way it consumes my life in terms of emotionally. It really does.
you know, I give it everything, and I just haven't given the relationship everything, and that's driven them away. It's very hard. It's very hard to wake up in the bed when she's not there and just come home. You know, normally we'd watch Tape332 together, I'd relax off the training, whereas now I find I'm going out, I'm not focused on rowing, and I'm just not looking after myself at all, which is really shit, which is something I've been really good at. And I'm married to 3 other people. Everyone knows what's been going on with me, and I've been coming down, but probably going through the motions and not really thinking about the rowing, and I've got to decide what's important, what I want to do, and you know, as if in 2 years' time I could look back and regret being with Em, regret losing Em, but you know, if I don't win the Olympics, I'm going to look back for the rest of my life and regret it. And the last 2 weeks have been pretty hard, and you know, I had a good chat with Jürgen yesterday, and you know, I've just got to go back to being myself, and if that means we're not going to get back together, that's not important. But I feel that the 4 of you are the things that matter the most to me.
I don't think you have to feel in a position that you're letting us down, because I don't think, even as bad as you think it may have been in the last 2 weeks, I certainly wouldn't have said that it's been affected. Obviously, you know, you need to be on a stable situation at home to make sure that you row your best, and if you feel you're not rowing your best, then you know, that's one thing. But I think on a personal basis, none of us should box ourselves into the corner and think that rowing has to deprive our lives of other things to the extent that, you know, we can't have relationships or whatever. So you know, it's not as easy as saying, right, well, winning an Olympics is more important to me at the moment than anything else, or they are different things, and you can have both.
I can have both, but I can't just think about one all the time, which is what I'm doing, and that's...
Okay.
So
you want us to move in?
It does affect the rest of us, but he's turning up for training sessions on time, he's doing all he's asked to do. But I think he sits around his house quite a lot and thinking about things and moping about things, and as James as a character he's either very, very high or very, very low. It's one extreme or the other. That's the type of character he is, and at the moment he's extremely low. I know the feelings, I've been there myself. But life goes on.
Three weeks later, the international racing season has begun in Munich. James is determined to prove he's back on form.
Happens now. British boat up to the line. It's looking though it's going to be Great Britain. It's Steve, ever the world champion, ever the experienced man, just calls them in. So gold medal to the men's coxless 4.
In the feeling of crossing the line and waiting for the rest of the world to finish, and then standing up there on the podium or the national anthem or the Union Jack, sort of going up, and you know that's you. It's something that no one can ever take away from them.
And they'll win with three-quarter again, three-quarters of a length, but the margin is not great.
They're having to work harder each race, but let's not forget it, they are still crossing the line in first, so they are still the class crew, and they are still the crew favourites for gold at Sydney.
Redgrave's 4.
We haven't lost yet.
haven't lost with Tim in the boat, we haven't lost with Ed in the boat, and it's important we keep that run going. As soon as that we don't show the form that we should do, then the media will be getting onto our backs, and that's an added pressure that we don't need. It's hard enough to win anyway.
Zurich Rowing World Cup was set alight yesterday with the shock defeat of the Great Britain coxless 4 in the semi-final by the New Zealanders. Well, that was yesterday, and today is a different day, and today is a day for revenge. There's only one prize here today for all the other 5 crews, and that is the scalp of Stephen Redgrave. Great Britain at the moment are well and truly defeated. And this is just amazing. What can we say? And the British just got into 4th place.
It's not how I wanted it to finish. The cuckoo clock going by the side of them. But if anybody been watching the last 3 programmes, the story's not over yet. We've got the next 2 months to get back on track, get out to Sydney, and we're going to win that gold medal.
All 4 of us, we all underperformed, and we've all got another chance to prove it, that we are by far the best 4 in the world, and luckily that chance is the Olympics 2 months away. I'm not saying this after the Olympics, so we've got to wait 4 years to prove it again. We can prove it again in 2 months' time. And we know we'll be ready then. And we know we weren't particularly ready now, but we will definitely be ready in 2 months. And I'm well up for it. Mad for it.
See you in Sydney.
The crew is now in final training in Australia. Their big race is on September the 23rd.
A film thriller with a definite Hitchcock influence. Steve Guttenberg stars in The Bedroom Window, next here on BBC One.